Libra, welcome in. My Libra friends, Libra family and friends, whatever you want to call it, right? Welcome in, Libra. I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you for tuning in to the channel, Real Talk. All right, if you're new here, welcome. Libra energy. Only take what resonates with you, Libra, and leave the rest. If you are cross-watching, welcome in, okay? Positive vibes only. All right, we're going to start off with the Declare and Decree deck, Libra. All right, see what possible blockages need to be released. Libra energy. Libra energy. Let's see what we have for you, Libra. All right. All self-limiting beliefs are clear from my energy in spirit and in flesh. All self-limiting beliefs. All right. You want to write that down and you want to burn it. We want to release that energy of any self-limiting beliefs, any self-doubt. Oh, wow. I'm reminded of that. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. That's elementary, but hey, it works even in adulthood. Because whatever you think you can do, you can. And if you don't think you can, you won't. Okay, so all self-limiting beliefs, Libra. Okay. The next card is all people, places, and things that do not serve my highest good. It's now clear from my energy in spirit and in flesh. All people, places, and things that do not serve my highest good. It's now cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. You would write that down and you would burn it, okay? If you are new to this channel, if you're just tuning in just to be, a little nosy to see what's going on, however it may come to you, if you're new to the channel and this is not something that you resonate with, that is just fine. It's just burning and releasing of negative energies. That's it. But it is very helpful. It's very real. And it's also spiritual. And everybody is not into spiritual things. That's understandable, right? So take it how it resonates for you. Past, present, future energies, Libra. So only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Okay? Past, present, future energies. Okay? Energy is fluid as well as time. Okay? Someone could be dealing with a person that's too far in their ego at this time. Someone you may be hesitant about working along with, whether it's relationship, workplace, project, whatever. Somebody's too far in their ego. Libra energy. Hope everybody is doing well. Yeah, I said that. So hopefully you are and enjoying this beautiful day. It's a pretty day outside, all right? Sunday afternoon, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you guys, all right? So if someone is worried, if you're having a little anxiety, a little worry about taking some kind of control back, about some changes that may happen in your life, if you're worried about that, it's nothing wrong with being a little worried about it, but focus on the solution. Don't focus on the problem. If you're hesitant about something, if you're having a little anxiety, if you're uncertain, because there's an energy of sleepless nights. There's an energy of self-doubt. Yep, sleepless nights. It's a Nine of Swords energy. Worry. Okay? Yeah. That may be coming to an end. The sleepless nights, the worry, the anxiety, the uncertainty, the self-doubt, self-limiting beliefs may be coming to an end. I split the deck, death card. Okay? Something's coming to an end, but it's going to also bring a lot of change. Okay? Libra energy. Energy is fluid. Time is fluid. Do not try to make messages fit. All right? There may be somebody dealing with a little bit of confusion. Okay? Or illusion, disagreements. Okay? All right, Libra energy. If it makes sense, if it's something you can relate to, there may be messages here for you. If it does not make sense, if you cannot relate to it, It's not for you at this time, and that is perfectly okay. Libra energy. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Four of Cups. The Three of Cups, Ten of Cups, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands. So Libra, you may definitely have some fire in your chart, but there's a fire in which you're ready to take action, okay? Or you will be taking action to make a move here, whether male or female. We're talking about energy. The energy is, I feel like, movement with the Queen of Wands. Multitasking, but taking action, right? Pursuing, okay? And I feel like it could be another direction of life. That's possible here, all right? Because with this Four of Cups, you're uninterested with something, okay? You may even be a little fed up with someone's behavior as well, who could possibly be a little bit cutthroat with you, right? And emotionally unavailable, okay? When it comes to your relationship, the foundation of that relationship, or even the direction that relationship is heading in, okay? So this Wheel of Fortune energy in the past here, I feel like this was an energy that, you may have gotten off on the right foot, maybe. You felt like you got off on the right foot in the situation, Libra, that it may have been considered a new start for you, right? Connecting with like people, or connecting with, a partner or like partner in a new beginning kind of way. Because you have the Ten of Cups here along with the Ace of Wands. So that's, to me, expresses new foundation, new beginning with a partner, okay? New pursuits, all right? With a lot of passion, a lot of love involved. But something goes wrong here in the future energy with this Knight of Wands and this Page of Swords, which tells me there's been a possible disconnection or detachment between you and someone else. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups, okay? You have the Six of Pentacles coming out, Libra. Knight of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Hierophant. Knight of Swords. Sun card. Queen of Cups. And the Ten of Wands. You see what I'm saying? This in the beginning, maybe you ended up, I feel like you gave your all to a connection in the beginning. That's how I feel, Taurus energy, to where you gave yourself, right? Your time, your love, your affection. Very generous energy here, okay? And you may have even received, great gifts at that time. This is past energy. But take it how it resonates, okay? This could be something that will be in the time to come as well. Or it may have already be going, it could be going, it could be in motion as we speak. But it's like there was a very generous energy of you going, and it was an energy of you being given to or receiving the things that was very fulfilling to you. And this person may have been very nice and generous too in the beginning, when this began, relationship-wise. Maybe y'all took it to the next level, right? Wheel of Fortune, where things were going and moving forward, things were turning out the way you were expecting. It was a very good energy with the Six of Pentacles, okay? Whatever connections you were dealing with as far as other people, right? Co-workers, family, friends, whatever. There could have been some chaos in there somewhere, a little bit of confusion as well, depending on the situation, okay? But there was a chaotic energy. It could have even been a low-key chaotic energy about the person you ended up being with as well. But it's like somebody had a lot to say to you, maybe even about a connection you had dealt with before them as well. And I pick up a little insecurity with this Knight of Swords, with the person you may be in a connection with. This could be very well a long-term commitment, Libra, that you may be experiencing at this time, or you may even be detached from at this time. If you're actually still living with this person with the Ten of Cups and the Sun card, because this is the past energy, if you are still with this person, okay? This person could be someone who's a bit chaotic, but you may not have known to what extent. But I feel like there's a separation here because of the Page of Swords is basically someone who's watching you. And it could very well be that you could be living with this person still, and they do little things low key to keep an eye on you, like checking your DMs or checking emails if y'all have each other's passwords, or looking into information about you, or snooping through new things that you may have or things you bring into the house, or they watch, even if you have a platform, or whatever business you may be involved with, whatever type of work you may do. Three of Pentacles is here. Okay, this was definitely a new beginning in the past energy with the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. This may be a long-term relationship that you, I would say, waited patiently for, right? For it to form, for it to move into the next level of relationship, for as marriage. Okay. Some of y'all, I feel like there's an energy of detachment, though. Even if you're in the house with this person, there's an energy of detachment, where this person has a sneakiness about them, but they're cutthroat at times. You could be dealing with an air sign. You could be dealing with an earth sign. With the Six of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, right? That's 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's 10 of Pentacles, right? So there's an energy of you dealing with this person, but this person is someone low-key, maybe you was uncertain, because that Nine of Swords energy was coming out earlier when I was shuffling. So there was something going on to where this was something where it's like you being in your own space at times, wondering if this person is what you really need them to be for you, okay? And you may have noticed in some type of setting with family or friends or co-workers, even mostly family time, right? Outings, family gatherings, or friendships, to where you may go and experience, outings with like friends. If you married with this person and y'all go as couples, and this person would be someone who would, I would feel, be sarcastic at times, or very cutthroat at times, or even just say smart mouth at times, or they were just chaotic. They have a low-key chaotic energy about them. And they may be the type of person to where, they'll come in strong after they know they've done something unjust towards you. They may be the kind, they come in strong to make a point, or to, stick their chests out and, hey, it's me, if there's a disagreement, this is what it is, and we need to just move on from this, or it's an energy of someone being pretty much cutthroat, a little sarcastic, but he's even selfish with the way they communicate with you, okay? And like I said, you could have been real patient with this situation in the beginning when it first started out. But I also feel like if you're separated from this person, because I feel like there's an ignoring going on here, or someone wants to either kind of mend the energy back with you, but they're not able to. It's like they're not able to because you're not interested in mending emotionally. You're not interested in mending any kind of communication. Because see, wands are communication as well. It's fire, it's action, right? It's actually doing something, right? But this would be a burden to you to, I feel, accept any more apologies, or accept, I don't know, even a level up in commitment with this person, because this is the marriage card with the Hierophant, okay? Card of Taurus. Like I said, you could be dealing with an earth sign. You could be dealing with maybe even it could be anybody here. Wait a minute, because you have more pentacles than anything, Libra, But whatever sign you're dealing with, it would be earth and even possibly water, possibly. Okay? It could be any sign though. We're not talking about signs here. We won't talk about the energy. Stick to the energies, right? So something about you ignoring an offer, no longer interested in the offer, or if someone's trying to mend something with you in the future, you know that you don't want to because it may cause a burden here. I feel like this is you, this queen of wands energy. You're not allowing yourself, you're dropping the burden. And I feel like this is somebody who you saw a lot of potential in, Libra, lots and lots of potential, but then it's like sometimes they just don't measure up when it comes to, I would feel, authenticity, being real with you, and actually having your back to like make sure y'all on the same page. And it's like an energy of uncertainty when I saw that Nine of Swords earlier. And so to me, this is somebody who wants to actually, I feel, work on mending with you. And it's like they want to because of this nurturing energy you have. See, Libra is, and I'm not trying to throw shade, I'm just being honest, Libra gets stuck people pleasing to where you want everybody to be happy. You want to make sure everybody is on tune and got what they need, but then what about you, right? You get stuck in the shadows, right? To where you giving all this love out, but then there may come a point where if you're not careful, Libra, you'll overgive, and then you see it won't dawn on you that it's not being reciprocated because you're in this loving, giving, nurturing energy of the Queen of Cups, right? And so someone with this, to me, this is player energy here, okay? Player energy. Somebody has fallen off the same page as you, or maybe you thought they were on the same page and they're not. This is player energy with the Knight of Wands, you see? And so with the Queen of Cups, it's like a person that feel like they can get away with anything because if I just have this cutthroat or sarcastic type of energy with you, then, you know, I can cut through the chitter chatter and I'm going to get straight to the point about it. And, you know, by the time I get through saying these little manipulative type of things, or, you know, I get through being short and blunt with you, right, and sarcastic, cutting toward the heart, then I'll get you to operate the way I want you to, because you're going to want to make me happy. You're going to want to make sure I'm not mad and I'm not upset, regardless of how I make you feel. You see, this is the energy that I feel like you could be dealing with or you have dealt with, but I feel like this could also be a marriage because the Hierophant is here. And there's changes going on with this in the future, okay? Future energy, there's changes here. Yeah, see what I'm saying? There's changes here, future energy. Devil is showing up. See, this person is toxic, all right? So I feel like you're going to drop this Ten of Wands energy. I feel like you're going to drop that energy in order to move forward is how I feel. Because I feel like you're going to know this person, and this person could have habit of drinking, over drinking, and that's when the real them come out, right? But that ain't how they present themselves to your family, though. Okay? They present themselves to be very successful to your family, very upright to your family. This could also be somebody who is deeply in religion, too, who always use religion as a defensive mechanism when people may somewhat sense their addictions or their bad habits, may tap into that a little bit. They'll use religion as a protectant because they're religious, okay? And they make themselves look good to the family as well for someone here. Yeah, judgment. Judgment has been called upon this person, how I feel. Or you could have called judgment yourself, Libra, okay? Because I feel like you're determined to work on yourself. I feel like you're determined to move forward. You have been through, I feel like you've been through this. This is like a pattern to where you've been through this before, maybe. Okay, a lot of wands energy here, 10 of wands, 9 of wands, a lot of wands energy here. So you could also be dealing with the fire sign. I feel like you have fire in your chart. 9 of wands energy, where it's an energy of wanting to give up. So you could be wanting to give up on the connection, give up on the marriage, give up on working this out with this person or trying to make it work. Because Libra tend to get in an energy of overgiving, trying to make sure everybody's happy, but nobody's making sure you're happy. Nobody's making sure you're balanced. Nobody's making sure that you have emotional support or emotional, security, right? You tend to get lost in your relationships sometimes because you are overgiving. You could be very overgiving, and it's no shade, okay? Because that's stuff we have to learn how to give, but know when to hold back as well. So judgment has been called. I feel like there's been an awakening on your part, Leah. 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 Somebody's name could be Leah. Wow. Okay. I could be talking to a Leah. So Leah, whoever you are, wow. You could be experiencing awakenings at this time, which is going to bring about a lot of transformation, I feel. Okay? Because this is transformation as well. This is change as well as something starting over. Okay? And Libra, you could be going to start something new on your own. And if your name is Leah, then Leah, maybe you could be starting something on your own or going on your own venture and doing something totally different from what you've been dealing with or experiencing with this toxic lover. Okay, somebody who's very imbalanced, but they may express to you that they want another chance. Okay, with this Knight of Swords being out here, they may very well express that, but that would be totally up to you because you are moving away. Some of you are moving house. You may actually get a divorce from this person because you're realizing they are not on your level. And when I say that, that means they're not on the same page as you. That's realization. That's awakening. This is not working, right? I thought this was going to be something stable. I thought this was going to be something solid. I thought for sure, Nine of Swords energy, I thought for sure. That's what we saw earlier when I broke the cards while shuffling. It was a 9 of Swords energy. So you may have thought for sure that this would be like, the very person that you were supposed to be with, grow with, get old with, whatever. Okay? So there's awakening here. 6 of Swords energy, you are moving away. 6 of Swords energy. You're not going to go, I don't feel like you're going to go back into this. Okay? And this person may have kept you from leaving. A lot of times, they may have kept you from leaving them because of their aggressive ways. This person could be like this, more aggressive behind closed doors than what they show in front of other people as well. Okay? The 4 of Wands is here, so that tells me that you were definitely in a commitment here. This was, I feel like somebody may have been in a long-term commitment here, or you could have just been in a real long-term marriage, all right? But this is long-term that's happening, and you're balancing out the scales. Yeah, you're ending, because to me, Ten of Swords is endings as well. It's a betrayal, but it's also an ending. So I don't know what you may have found out, but this person could have done some things behind your back, even in the home. Some things could have taken place that you may be finding out. But I feel like some of y'all, somebody here, you could have received some type of word about this person and whatever they were engaging in when it comes to this 10 of Swords. You could have received some type of information about them doing something toxic or underhanded or whatever behind your back. okay? And some of y'all, it could be someone you know that they may have done that with, okay? Take it how it resonates. Yeah, this is definitely a betrayal, but it's also an ending, okay? You could be dealing with someone who apologizes. Yeah, look at there. 9 of Swords on the break. You won't have to worry though. You're not doing this anymore. Okay, so that's the energy here, Libra. It's like you're not gonna sit and wait for this person to change or to continue to apologize and not change. Okay, with this toxic energy right here, you're not gonna wait for someone to treat you fairly anymore. Okay, do right by you, respect you, talk to you the right way. Okay, that's not what you're looking for. That's not what you want. And this may have thrown you completely out of balance at one point. Okay, especially with the 9 of Swords. There's a lot of swords here. Okay, you got 9 of Swords showing up. The 10 of Swords. That's 19 swords right there. Okay, then you have the 6 of Swords, the Knight of Swords. Okay, so we do have someone who's very much cutthroat. There could have been cheating involved as well. Yeah, this person could have offered an apology, I don't know, 100 times. Who knows? Take it how it resonates. But that doesn't mean that they were willing to change. But because of your energy, that loving energy, that nurturing energy, that I want to make sure you're good, I want to take care of this, I want to make it right, I want to make sure it's good, I want to make it work. No matter what, we got to make this work. Regardless of how you were, invest in yourself, this person wasn't doing that with you. And that's the thing. I feel like, too, you're headed in a whole nother direction. 2 of Wands, definitely. 3 of Wands energy is what I pick up. I feel like you could very well be this Queen of Pentacles, because if it's not happening now, this is what you'll come into. That's how I feel. Okay? Because with all this wand energy, the 9 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, 19 Wands, right? Then you had the Queen of Wands energy yourself. That is an energy of taking action to move on. And that's what the 6 of Swords is about. You're moving on. This person is not on the same page as you. And if you allow them to, they're going to keep you stuck. Okay? This many swords, they will keep you entrapped in whatever little cahoot, little devilment they got going on, whatever truth you may have found out, okay? Because there's something here to where this person definitely betrayed. Definitely. That's a definite. In whatever way, but I feel like it was more ways than one. Okay? Whether this person took a jab at a friend, or is very flirtatious, or this is a person who will sleep around on you. This is a person who will offer you to engage in multiple sex partners. This is a person who may even indulges in sex or indulges in drinking. Okay, these are some habits that you may have been putting up with this person behind closed doors for some time now, and that's nothing that you wanted to share with your family, and this person makes it look good to the family, but that's not what it is. That's not the truth. Okay, Libra energy. And that's why you're believing in yourself moving forward. 6 of Swords energy, Queen of Wands energy, and you're detaching, and I feel like cutting cords here spiritually with this judgment, right, from the wrong people, places, and things that no longer serve you, that do not serve your highest good. That's why it's good to use this deck, because it's a matter of releasing things, releasing people, energies. Whatever don't serve you, release it. And that's what you're doing. This burden here, this 10 of Wands, you're not going to have it. You're not going to even accept this person's apology anymore. That's how I feel. You don't want to hear it. Do you understand? You don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it anymore. You're done. They missed their opportunity. They missed their ships. They missed it all with you. Okay? Because this person could have been toxic to the point where, they could be somebody who was emotionally abusive to you, physically abusive to you, verbally abusive to you, And who needs that? Somebody who likes to use religion as a protector, and they ain't bit more into God than the man on the moon. That's why you're moving on, okay? So moving right along, baby. Move on to your Queen of Pentacles energy, right? That's right, Libra energy. Because why? What you're doing is, Libra, finally, we stepping into who we are. Empress, okay, male or female. You're moving into this Empress energy. And if there was someone, once again, named Leah, because I don't know where that came from other than the fact that if it wasn't meant for me to say it, Spirit wouldn't allow me to say it. So somebody's name is Leah. But Leah, if you do exist and you're watching this video, you are coming into your own. Very abundant, very stable, very much independent. And you can nurture yourself first and then nurture your dreams, because you're definitely going somewhere. With all these wands, that means there's conflict. This person may be someone who likes to argue with you, right? This is a person who will one-up you. They will compete with you instead of building with you. And this is something you've allowed yourself to finally see. No more apologies. That's not actually authentic. All right? It's not authentic. If it was, you wouldn't be moving away with the Six of Swords energy. Okay? Empress here. You could be coming into your own when it comes to business. There's a project you could be working on with the Three of Pentacles being here. You could be working with other people as well because of all these wands energy. There's an energy of you receiving now. Right? It's your time to receive now, Empress, male or female. There's an energy of you connecting with like-minded people. Finding people that's on your level. They like to do the things you like to do. They want to grow. They want to do something, make something happen, but positive vibes, right? New direction of life. Focus. Vision. Prosperity. Prosperous. Because an Empress energy, very abundant. Very abundant. You bring forth your dreams. You bring forth, right? And develop, grow. And we talking spiritually too as well. So you're spiritually connected here, Libra. All right, with the Empress here. I like that Empress energy. Oh, wow, look at that. I told you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. So because you're moving on, though, so somebody here got love, man. Somebody here, I don't know. And you could very well even be just balancing out your feminine and your masculine energy at this time, Libra. Keep that in mind. Please consider that, male or female. You could very well be in an energy to where you are balancing out your masculine and feminine energies. And please, if you are, allow the energy to flow. Allow it to take you. Allow it to enhance, your intuition, your emotions. It's just a level out, a level up, right? It's a level up when you're able to balance that out. It also brings in spiritual downloads as well. Spiritual downloads, spiritual knowledge, right? Intuition heightens, your intuition grows. All kind of things happen when you're able to balance out your masculine and your feminine energy. It's an energy of being in alignment. That's what it is. It's an energy of being in alignment. And that's because you're moving forward. Okay? So the past could come back up at times, but don't allow it to overwhelm you. Past energies could show up at times. Even people, past people could be trying to contact you. Past people, it could be past friends even that may want to, from a long time ago that you grew up with. They could be trying to contact you as well. Because by you moving on, Libra, male or female, what it's doing is it's positioning you and it's aligning you with a whole new energy. So that's why I say allow it. Because when we go through transition, it don't always feel good, and it's not supposed to. Transition can be hard. It's like a woman giving birth to a baby. Transition can be hard when you're transitioning, going from one stage, one phase to another, right? Until the birth of the baby, right? And the baby could be physical, an actual human being. The baby could be a business. The baby could be a relationship. The baby could be self-growth. The baby could be you, as in your inner child. Okay, so you're not going to let this overwhelm you and confuse you in any kind of way. You put an end to a lot of things here, a lot of energies that needed to be dealt with. I feel like you've addressed that, and that's really good here. Transformation is what I'm getting. This is really good. This is really good. And it's like it's taking you to where you belong. Because whatever you've been involved with, whoever you've been in relationships with, and even in your past, that's what this Nine of Wands is about. These things are lessons for you. Lessons about self-worth and love, self-love, right? Putting yourself first, meeting your own standards, right? Having boundaries as well. Knowing when to push a person out of your energy when they're not treating you right. You want to know how a person feel about you? Pay attention to how they treat you. And if you pay attention to how a person treats you, if they're not treating you right, then you know it's time to dismiss them, right? So you've been through a lot with this Nine of Wands energy, but you're yet not giving up on love. You're not giving up on yourself either. That's what this Queen of Wands energy is about. And that's why it's allowing you to drop this burden and come into that Queen of Pentacles energy, right? But by you coming into that Queen of Pentacles energy, it's going to lead you right into that Empress energy as well. Now, like I said, y'all could be balancing out your feminine and masculine energies as well, because the Emperor and the Empress is showing up at the bottom of the deck. So it could be you very well balancing out your energies, right? On the other hand, some of you could definitely be meeting a counterpart in time to come. So take it how it resonates. All right, Libra? Let's get your affirmation. We're going to close. I hope that this helped you to move forward or gave you some kind of clarity, okay? Somebody here is very toxic. They may be trying to be in and out of your energy too, so keep that in mind. But I feel like your mind is made up with that Four of Cups energy. You're brave, Libra. You're brave, you're fierce, and unstoppable. Keep that in mind. You're brave, you're fierce, and unstoppable. And you're going to crush every goal you set, inspiring everyone around you with courage. Oh, yeah. That's Libra energy. Libra is the protector, male or female, okay? I love the energy of Libra. I do. Breath of fresh air. Very, very protective type of energies with Libra. But I hope this helped you, Libra, okay? And continue to move forward. And healing. Healing is what I feel is also happening with you. So just allow it. Allow the energy. Because what it's doing is leading you to where you belong. I don't know. It's like I got to say it that way. It's leading you to where you're supposed to be. And possibly a counterpart. Okay, Libra? So until next time, guys, take care.